What's up, soul family? Welcome. If you are new here, my name is Jennifer. Today I have got another spectacular deck review for you. You're really going to love this one. So today I have the Threads of Fate Shadow Edition. So this is one that's been on my wish list for a really long time. I saw the original Threads of Fate tarot deck and just fell in love with it. So let's get going. You'll notice gold gilding all over this thing, okay? So beautiful. Even the box has a really nice finish to it. It's that rose petal type finish, so it's really soft to the touch. Check out the guidebook. So gorgeous. This deck has so much bling on it, it almost hurts your eyes, but who doesn't love a little bling, right? So the guidebook goes over each individual card, right? Because this is an oracle deck. So you have an index, so you can turn right directly to the page versus flipping through and trying to find it. They are in alphabetical order, so that does make it a little bit easier. But it goes into what the deck, about the deck. It was made to establish a deeper relationship with yourself, your intuition, and all the allies, guides, and spirits that you may work with. This is a 55 card deck, 32 elemental cards broken into 4 suits. So earth, air, fire, and water. And it's all found in this booklet here. You can find each of the cards has an overall message as well as an associated herb, crystal, and animal. So that's going to be really helpful to you guys that use those different elements in your spiritual work. There are an additional 23 ether cards, persona archetypes, as well as larger concepts within the content of the booklet. These cards offer an action as well as the shadow or unbalanced aspects that can manifest within us. So that, again, super duper helpful. And then you get into here, so it goes over, you know, the wild and nature and all kinds of different stuff. Then you've got air signs here, so all your air cards. Share wisdom. So then you got your fire. So I was incorrect. These are not in alphabetical order. There's your water. They're in elemental order. And ether. There is no pictures in this particular guidebook, but the depth of each one is amazing. So you've got the wildling. You see, it's almost a 2-page description for each one. Some of them are only a page. There's 2 of them that are only a page. But a lot of them have more than a page description. So that is awesome. All right, so now let's look at the cards. Okay, so now you've seen all the different cards, how gorgeous they are. The colors are amazing. Let's really get into the nitty gritty. So as you can see, nice hard case. My favorite type of box, good, snug fit, not loose, not gonna fall out. You do have to physically pull it apart. So my personal favorite kind of box when it comes to something like that, I really do like the magnetic closure ones with the ribbon too. So personal preference, but check it out. Gold, kind of a rose gold actually, gilding on the sides. Again, gilding on the back, as you already saw, gilding on all the front cards. The cardstock is beautiful, nice, thick. Let's give it a good shuffle here. So they shuffle nicely. If you riffle shuffle, good even shuffle. If you shuffle hand over hand, they are a little bigger for us people with small hands. So for me, this would be a little cumbersome. But if you have bigger hands than I do, you're going to be totally fine. But these are, so let's do a super short reading for you and see how they flow. All right, we got Paradox, kind of a mountain aspect on that card. So what does Paradox say? So we're going to go to our index here. Now you can use these in a spread like so, or you can use them individually like I just did. So Paradox is one of the ether cards, and it says, this card is a reminder that we can hold two extremes at the same time. Sometimes we focus on things, whether internal or external, and see them as one-sided. But to hold the paradox within us requires strength, to see our most brilliant qualities and our most ugly, to acknowledge that we both live within us and is a gateway to grow. Carl Jung said, the paradox is one of our most valuable spiritual possessions, and for anyone who does shadow work, they know this to be true. But this can also be difficult for many people. If we have been raised in a rigid environment where things are viewed as black and white, it may be hard for us to accept our flaws, let alone love them. One of the best ways to slowly enter a relationship with our internal paradox is to remind ourselves that we did not create these things within us. We inherited them. It does not define us, and yet we are responsible for it. To work more deeply within paradox, as you witness yourself through the day, identify what types of thoughts you have more of, positive or negative. From there, the polar extreme. Find the polar extreme. For example, you may thought, I am so fucking lazy. Acknowledge a couple things that makes that true. Then find the polar opposite. For example, hardworking, and acknowledge a few things or experiences that prove that you are hardworking. So that is amazing. Take that paradox reading into consideration for the next week. Keep it where you're at and really work through that shadow. So this deck is going to be amazing for myself and my clients that are working through shadow work. If you are one of those people that are working through your shadows during this time, get yourself this deck. It is amazing. I will make sure to leave Threads of Fate link in the description. They have some gorgeous decks and you will be seeing more of them on my channel. Thank you guys. I love you. We'll see you in the next one.